What's up, everybody? How's it going? Alright, gonna wait a minute. I'll chat with you guys till I know a few people are coming in, and yeah, let's see how this goes, everybody. Alright, what's up, BD? What's up, Rob? What's up, Yaya? Alright, how you guys doing tonight? Let's see here. Alrighty. Who all's in here tonight? Hey, JDS. How you doing? Alright, can any of y'all guess what this one is? Nope, sorry, it's not butterscotch. Even though it does look like a butterscotch kind of color, but it's not butterscotch. But in tonight's video, I'll be going ahead and showing you a couple of basil plants that I transplanted in the containers recently. But I'll also, I'll be chatting about a couple other things. You guys got any questions or anything? Feel free to ask. Hey, BD. The basil has grown some new shoots on it, so it's starting to look better. Um, I've been growing for several years, a number of years actually, but this year is like the first I'm actually like growing some certain types of herbs, and since I got this little hydro setup thing for Christmas, I've been experimenting with that since Christmas time, and I figured since I've seen some. Hey Sandy, how's it going? Um, Ever since I've been seeing past several years, I've been seeing some things about the way people do non-circulating and versus circulating hydroponics, and since I've gotten that herb kit with that little hydro setup, I had to make room to for the pepper plants I got in it, because the pepper plants are getting rather large. And since I had those coffee containers, those just popped in my head that to use those. So basically, I just went ahead and decided to use them, and since I had some nutrients on hand, I figured I'll go ahead and do that. And yeah. Now, it's something I've kind of looked into a little bit to see how it goes. I've been kind of paying attention. So if you see me put something, I'm just eating those different candies. Basically, as in one of my previous recent videos, I had taken the basil out of the hydro setup I was in, and put them in those coffee containers with a nutrient mixture. And at first I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but after leaving them in there, they've actually been responding rather well. But from what I figured on the basil, or a lot of herbs, they can do rather well, and they can live in water pretty much almost by itself fairly well and easily. And you'll see people doing them in mason jars and various different kinds of other things. So I figured, since I didn't have to buy the neck cups, the setup I have over here, they come with their own little kind of cup things to hold them in. I figured, why not just cut the hole in the top, kind of set them in there. Here, I'll show you one of them. See, these can kind of work like a neck cup in a sense. Excuse me. And while the plant's in there, the roots kind of delve down, and they kind of got, where is those? Oh, they kind of got these little sponge-like things in there, and while it's in there, the plant will grow its roots out of it. You can actually have the seed inside the little sponge thing. When you're doing that, it just kind of, works really well when transplanting out into something else like that. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and show you a few of the plants. Let's see. We have the smaller one first. Hold on a second. Alright. Now, this one was a smaller one. Wasn't sure if it was going to do too well. Kind of trimmed it back a little radically, but it's actually bouncing up pretty good. Here, let me move this candy. Alright, if you guys got any questions, comments, feel free. It's okay to ask questions. Now, sorry if there's any kind of blur. Alright, see, as you guys can see, that little thing that is right down here. So that's basically, I just cut a hole just big enough for it to fit in. And so, oh hey Rick, how's it going? Yeah, this is a basil. This is Thai basil. This is a smaller one. This one's actually looking kind of scraggly right now, but it's shooting back. I mean, if you look at some of these parts right here, like right up here, should put out some new shoots. And this wasn't even all that, going all that well on this side. And then this one doing pretty good. Like some of these shoots right up here weren't all like that because I had, like I was mentioning, I had trimmed the plant back. And these couple of side shoots come off. And what I like about basil is it can be very aromatic. And this is just one. It's actually shooting up pretty well. The roots are starting to come in. I'm probably going to have to put in some more nutrients. But what's going to happen a lot of times when you transfer them out, some of the roots are going to die off and plants just going to kind of just go into a different phase for a while. Yeah, let me grab this up. Oh, okay. Hope you guys can hear me. The YouTube was acting funky again. Alright. And if you guys can hear me right now, give me a quick thumbs up or, say, hey, what's up? I hear you. Alright, cool. Yeah, the reason why I was saying that is because it just stopped on me real quick. So the screen went back to, the home screen. That's why I was saying that. But, yeah. So as you can see, like right here, right here, right here, and, a lot of this in here, these little side shoots. I had clipped it right here. These are shooting up. This is a nice one. It's coming back in rather well. Oop, gotta watch that. Yeah, so. But, I mean, that's the way the roots are going to look for right now. But after it kicks back in, give it a little bit of time. It's going to perk right back up even more. Well, hopefully this is the first time trying these ones this way. And so, got a nice smell to it. And, alright. Yeah. I was wondering how everybody's doing today. And Rick, if you're still in here, man, yeah, I'd like to hope everything you got is in good condition. I'll grab the mid plant. Now, yep, gotta get back in focus here. Alright, there it goes. Alright, now here's the mint plant. Didn't have it in that setup. Same setup as those were in. The basil was in. Now this seems to be doing pretty well so far. And hold on. Let's get these little shoots. Like with I've seen these happen. This happened with mint plant before that I have outside. More plants will grow off these. You might have to trim some of this. But yeah, but I noticed the other day when I was looking in here, this guy popped up. Now, hey, Minnie, yeah, mint plant can be, some would call it invasive, but I don't really call it that, but it can spread pretty far, pretty fast. And was given a mint plant from a lady that was up the street, and a few years ago, I planted it in this very corner of the garden. Next thing I know, within the next year, it started spreading a bit. The year after that, spread even more. And yes, they do spread pretty far, pretty quick. But with regular cutting and trimming and all that, it's not too bad. Plus side about mint, it's very kind of like basil is one of those herbs that's aromatic, and the mint can have a pleasant smell. And plus side, you can use it for when you're cooking or in foods. But this was dropped in here from a seed from one of these kind of gourd like kind of things that have been growing for the past so many seasons. And yeah, it's just like one of those things. It'd be nice to just like with the mint. It's one of those things that's nice to grow and have around. I mean, this has multiple uses, but this one is like from seed that one of these bumpy gourd-like things that I've been having in the garden for the past few years. But the reason why it's in here is because when I was messing around with some of the seeds, one of them fell on top of the soil here. It didn't really get pressed down into the soil. It just was like on the surface, pretty much. It wasn't like an inch or two deep. It was barely in there. And the next thing I know, I wasn't even thinking about it. It slipped my mind and looked into it, and I was like, "Oh snap!" And then it was sprouting. So, what I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do, if it works with me, maybe in a video soon, I'll have to get this out of here. I'll probably try that within the next couple days, because this can get a little overtake it, this mint plant. And I do not want that. I want this plant, I want the mint plant to do rather well because I'm giving it to a family member. So, yeah. Then, let's see here. Oh, let me look around. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do with plants coming up here soon. Sorry about the not so focused moments here. The camera's kind of doing it because I'm moving around so much. But now, got some of my lollipops here. Some hot candies. Now these are peach flavored ones. Now, let's see. Now, if you look at it closely, you can see the pepper flakes in there. See what I'm saying? You can see the little pepper flakes, all that in there. And as I was saying, these are the peach ones. We got like I don't know, at least a half a dozen flavors of the hard candies. And yeah, but let me see here. I can show you guys if you want. I can show you some more the two pepper plants. One of them's actually flowering. Another one's actually budding, but it's not flowering yet. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take you over by the pepper plant and show you what I'm talking about. Gotta get around this pineapple plant here. Alright. This is gonna seem like a little trick, but I'm gonna flip the camera. Sorry about the leaves getting in the way. Alright, let's see if I can manage to do this a certain way. Not the best angling, but here, let me do this. Alright. There's one of the flowers. And so yeah. Alright people, that was just one that's actually starting to flower. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other one. I mean, it's more towards the end of the day, so the flower looks like it's kind of folding in a little, but that's very common when it gets towards, you know, it's resting or nighttime period. That happens quite a lot. And then I'll go ahead and show you this other one that is actually across from mine. Like I said, it's budding, but it's not flowering yet. Alright. Now they look like they're kind of drooping a little bit, but that's because it's nighttime and I need to shut the light off for it. But as I was saying, take a look right there. It's actually budding. Look at that little grouping of buds right there. See that? It's actually got a nice little grouping of them. I'm just going to let it do what it does on there. I mean, I'm not really too particular about whether or not, like I said, I'm not too particular whether or not it's going to, when they're going to bud, or when they're going to flower, or when they're going to produce. If they're going to produce, I'll let them do it. I mean, I'm not worried about, the size of the plant, because from what I've learned, a plant, it doesn't matter how big the plant is, a plant will produce either way. Even if you want, sorry about that, I was trying to reach for something back here. Now, if you want a plant to produce a lot, you don't have to top the plant. From my experiences, the plant doesn't have to be topped to produce a lot or get bushy. It's just more about, let's say, how the plant is and how the strain is and how it's growing. Now, with a lot of these, I don't, like this one is not topped at all. I mean, if you can see, I'll try to get the camera in there so you can see where it's forking and all that. I'm just letting it do what it does. And with this plant, if you look, I have not topped this one either. So, I mean, in regards to that, see, and if you look, you can see it double wide. You can get the bush out. I've kind of briefly touched on this before in the previous video. Now, let's see if I can point this out. See by where that flower is, you can see that leaf popping up. Well, here, let me get a right angle. Sorry, this is going to be a little odd angle. But here, let's get this pair of scissors. See the tip of the scissors? Right where you're looking at it like a spot that was cut. Well, that's where I cut a leaf. And right there where that leaf, this is growing out at, that's right at that little section where the leaf stem was. And when you can spot those kind of leaves growing up where that node is at, where the leaf meets the base of the plant or the stem of the plant, and you can kind of cut that there. After, I usually wait till it's grown just enough of a leaf. Doesn't have to, and then once you cut that, the plant will start focusing its energy more so on growing that part, where I was mentioning that it's growing that little leaf, extra leaf part. And then next thing you know, it'll start forming, growing and growing more, and chances are you're going to have a branch come out of there. So if you do that with a number of ones that you notice as they go along, you're going to end up with a much bushier plant without having to cut the plant. I mean, without cutting the plant in half or anything like that. And that's what I've learned with most any type of pepper plant. It can be done with even tomato plants and that I've seen too. And it's actually fairly simple. I mean, seems a little odd or different, but that's because it is a little different. Because if you go along with what a lot of other people may say, a lot of them will tell you top your plant if you want it to be bushier. Well, that's a yes and a no on that for my situations and what I've done. And hold on. Now, see, from what I've learned about that, this topping does have its certain, depending on the plant itself, actually. It's not for every plant. I've seen some plants that could use some topping, but in a lot of cases, it doesn't really need that. And once you top your plant, it takes so long for it to bounce back. So, because like say, if you cut a plant, it's going to take all that extra time to focus its energy on all that extra growth. While it's, then you're going to have to worry, go through the extra time after it does that, wait for it to flower, or to bud, then flower, then produce the pods even more. So that could make it so you need more time to grow. But with the way I'm talking about, as I was saying, with the way I was talking about just there, is that if you cut those parts at those spots that you're noticing doing that, with those nodes, at least a lot with good portion of them. I'm not saying 100%, but it is pretty close, up there percentage wise. Now, basically, when doing it that way, you don't have to worry about cutting the plant down and then waiting all this extra time to come back. You can just let it grow up, and then you cut those parts out, it actually fills out at the same time. Hey, Freaky Geek, how's it going? And thanks for joining the chat and everything. And so basically, as you're going along with that, as I was saying, you can get your plant bushier without having to cut the top off, and it doesn't have to make it so it takes longer to grow and produce. Because if you're doing that as you're going along, like I was saying, it'll bush out and still grow a bit taller, but then it'll also help with the production factor. And you don't have to worry about it having to regenerate more from the topping or cutting down. And oh no, you're not too late. If you want, I can show you some more of the plants. Just say so, and I'll show you the plants some more. I don't have a problem with that. Just say the word and I'll do it, okay? How about this, Freaky Geek? I'll grab one of these basil real quick and show you some more about this one here, alright? Alright. Here's this one. This one's bouncing back quicker than the other one. Other basil plant. Now, it's only been a short period of time, but it's actually doing pretty well. Might just go ahead and maybe let me see, cut this little leaf here and here. Here, I'll just do this real quick. Basil. Now, you'd be too scared to bounce plants. What? Alright. Now, see, this plant, these herbs, anybody that grows these herbs. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just saying these bounce back because it's just, at first when I transplanted, now they're coming back. That's what I was meaning. Right. Yeah, so this one here, I'm probably going to have to trim these leaves right here, these bigger leaves up top. You see, like right here, this little branch, or this little side shoot, that one's actually coming up pretty well. I might just snip right about here, let those little side shoots come in. And then with this one, I'm probably just going to cut this leaf off, and this one leaf off here, so we're getting these little side shoots. And down here, so we're getting some side shoots there. And this one's actually one of the parts that's doing well. I'm going to probably get this big leaf off and this big leaf off, because there's these little tiny side shoots in here. Probably can't see too well. They're kind of starting to come in. And with this one little branch right here, let me get off here, little fool. Now, get out of my way, guy. Try to do something here. Now, Alright, see this one? Not a good camera angle, but not the best. But this one I'm kind of, tugging on a little bit. Was cut right about there, and these two side shoots are coming in. Now, we're gonna let these guys grow out for a bit, see how much they can bush. But I've trimmed these guys back a bunch of times, or cut the leaves off a bunch of times. So these are Thai Basil. I've cut them back a number of times while they're in the little aeroponic system there. And I'm sorry, I just like the smell of these basil. So yeah, I'll probably just end up drying some of the leaves out. And if you guys ever get basil, and you want to dry them out, it's fairly easy. You can get them like in a little cup or something like that, and then just kind of let it sit out on the counter. Preferably in a drier area. Doesn't have to be an ultra hot spot. Just as a nice dry area, and and they'll dry out pretty quick. But yeah. Now I'm thinking about growing some more types of basil, but I'm not sure yet. I have to think about it first. What? Yeah. Now I'm just looking at the pineapple plant over here. Um, Here we go with the focus. So sorry people. There it goes. Now, with some of these plants, in another video I'll be doing of taking that little pumpkin gourd looking thing I've been growing for a few seasons out of that little planter that it popped up in with the mint. And yeah, so that would be an interesting one. I'm not sure if I'll do that one on live stream, but I'll probably do a video. I mean, it'll be interesting to see that one because I'm not sure how that will play out with the root systems in those. Because I know how the root systems in the mint and in those pumpkin gourd things, they are just everywhere. So, but I'll take another quick look at the pepper plants. Now, as I mentioned, this one is a cross of mine. Take a look at that. Also the buds on this one. Yeah, let me angle that a little bit better. I know it's not coming in the clearest. But that's a nice little set of little buds on there. And this one should be rather nice with the way this one's going to come out. And I like this plant, I like this cross. I didn't make this cross to be the hottest pepper out there. This is one I was just toying with. I mean, not toying with. This is just one I had a thought of, and so far it's actually doing rather nice for me. Now it does have a nice heat level. What's up, Charles? How's it going? And but yeah, as I was saying, the leaves on this one are drooping a bit because this is getting late. I should have had the light off already, and I usually at around this time the leaves and the plant droop a little bit, but by the time the morning comes, they're standing right back up, and because it's usually kind of the resting period. And this plant over here is the one that's doing the flowering. So back over to here. And alright guys, I'm going to flip the camera back to me and then put it down there. Sorry about the light if it gets too bright. Now I just got to get a good angle on this. I don't know if it's going to come in too clear. But the flower looks like it's half closed. That's mostly because, like I was saying, it's getting in that resting period. Now, in the morning, it's going to pop back open. Around mid-morning, it'll be opened up. And this will give me time to experiment with this little guy. Little bee pollinator. And here, let me see. I'll just toy with it a little bit real quick here. Let's see if I can find that flower on the camera. Alright, where is it? Oh, I lost track. Alright, let's get right back into here. Now, let's see if I can... Alright, sorry guys, this is a little weird. But just trying to get this in right. The flowers or leaves are attacking me. Alright, so basically, you just get this right in here. Just kind of vibrates the petals a little bit, the flower a little bit to get the knock some of that pollen loose. So that's the gist of that, or for the pollinator. But yeah, so yeah, just like for tomato plants too. And so the tomato plants are a little different. I mean, what works good if you're planning on doing tomatoes inside, get those little patio or more compact tomato plants. That way you don't have to worry about too much of, having to cut and trim and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the light off for this little system here for now. 5 more days for adding nutrients. Alright. Now, what a difference that makes. Anybody got any questions for me? Let's see here. Alright, let me see. Where does that stuff go? Alright. Now this one, I ended up making a bit hotter. And yeah, this one's vanilla. I can feel more of those pieces from the Brando spice in there. Almost gives it a more grittier kind of texture. Not in a bad way. Not like you're getting little slivers stuck in between your teeth or nothing. But actually not bad. Gives it a better, different texture. Hmm. And what's up, Rob? Double B. Yeah. Now with that little pumpkin gourd thing that I have in there that's grown in with the mint, I'm definitely going to have to transplant that because that thing's just like since within a couple of days that thing's just gotten pretty big. I mean, way bigger than I was expecting. So. And the thing is, with that, I haven't even given that thing any kind of nutrients like that. So, or maybe it's just some will bring some of the nutrients that I've given to the mint plant a while ago. But if you guys want to see it, just let me know. I'll pull it, grab it, and show you. But well, I could just take you over to it. But yeah, got some lollipops here. I would pull them up so you can see them in more detail, but I already got them in the bag, so yeah. Are you asking, Freaky Geek, are you asking, how often do I feed with nutrients? Now, if you are, just let me know and I'll answer you. Well, in regards to feeding with nutrients and frequency, that really can depend on the strength of the mixture you make. I mean, like if you got a now if you got doing it at the a certain strength, then you might feed it every couple weeks. Or if you do it at a lower strength, you can feed it every week. Like let's say for example, the nutrients calls for a teaspoon of in the mixture per gallon or something like that. For example, um, you can use that to feed every couple weeks on the younger stage plants. But I mean, depending on the medium too. Like with with the basil, took a gallon jug, mixed it with a teaspoon of that of water, mix it together, and then pour the water in those containers, and then put them in. I mean, with some plants, you might not want to do with that at that strength just right off, but um, this was the first time for me doing that, so I was just trying it out. Um, right now, it's kind of a trial and error kind of stage, but that's the way it is with most any gardening at any time. So, yeah. I'm popping this light back on. There. Gives a little more light on the situation. Focus. Now, so basically, with basil, that's one thing is mint. I knew was gonna mint. I knew was going to take off, or I had more of a feeling it was going to take off because mint's more of a hardier type of plant. Um, yeah, mint can go through a lot of stuff. I mean, if it can survive the Midwestern winters out here and come back every year, then it is a hardy plant. I mean, so, but yeah, most of these plants like that I see a lot of, I mean, how cold it gets out around here, it just plants will just die off and then come back in the springtime or when it grows. Mm. Trees come back, they can go through a lot. But it's just too bad garden plants around here are more like that. That'd be awesome. It'd save so much time. But alright. I'm gonna go ahead and go right back over the mint plant real quick. Instead of grabbing it and bringing it over, I'll just go over to it. Alright, movies, get out my way. Ugh. It's not the best lit right here, but this guy pineapple part got in the way, or part of the pineapple plant. Alright, now, yeah, that's some of the mint. It's kind of leaning to one side right now, but we're gonna have to adjust this mint plant to where it's not leaning so much to one side. We're gonna have to trim it a bit too, but sorry about that. And then this guy right here, he's just going on wild. But yeah. Alright guys. Whoops. Now if you guys got anything you'd like to add or your experiences, then let me know. Yeah, well, that's the good thing is, we're all learning as we go. That's what all of us people are growing to do. That's all what we can do. Use everything, every plant, as a growing learning experience. Well, hey, basically, arrow gardens. Yeah, those aren't bad. They actually done some improvements on them, and the prices are getting better. I mean, compared to ones I've seen some years ago, like I'd say about 3-4 years ago, like the one that I've grown in or got for Christmas, that one would be easily double or triple, easily, well, close to almost, yeah, it'd be over $200 easily. But now you can get one for, $100, maybe a little bit cheaper depending. But there's also a slight variation on the models that's connected to Wi-Fi, which are just a little bit more, but it's give or take. But I'll go ahead and show a pineapple plant real quick. Hold on. Alright, these are several of them. It's growing in a rather large container. Yeah, the reason why there's several in here is because when I yeah. Yeah, you're right about the price on that. But this pineapple plant, well, a lot of the ones in there that are sprouted up in here are rarely, fairly young still. Some of them are under a year old, or a lot of them are under a year old, but some of them are getting close to a year old. Most of these have been offshoots and regrows, or offshoots and growths from the pineapple plant, 2 pineapple plants I had in there that actually uh, produced some pineapple plants or pineapples. The one that actually produced a good sized pineapple was actually pretty good. The pineapple is rather good, rather tasty. Um, when it ripened, it had turned like a bright yellowish gold kind of color to it, and I'll admit it was a bit tart at first, but that's because a lot of times pineapple can be rather tart. But that was just like initially. But then as you got into it more, and that sweetness came in, so it was just like much juicier, much tastier, fuller flavor as compared to store bought. And there was another one growing on it, but during when the plant was being moved, hey Alberta, um, now when the pineapple plant was being moved, the one that was growing on the top snapped off, and when it snapped off, it didn't have really wasn't close to being ripe enough. So unfortunately, lost one of them last year, and then once one got lost last year, at least I was able to save the bigger one. That one fully ripened, which was a plus. So if you guys ever can manage to grow a pineapple, give it a try. I mean, it'll be well worth it. And I mean, but it doesn't take a whole lot to grow them. You just need a nice, stable place to grow the plant, good lighting, and it can just stay warm for the most part. Because pineapple plants are more tropical weather plants, and they do not respond well to cold. But see, the plus side about uh, having these ones is after. Well, I can say on this plant, if this one actually the seeds. I've seen seeds for these. The seeds are so little tiny seeds. They're like little specks, and yeah, it's like, I mean, if you ever seen strawberry seeds, these ones almost seem smaller than strawberry seeds, which is surprising given the type of plants they are. But yeah, you ever get when after the plant's fruit, you can harvest the fruit off them. But the thing is, after you get the pineapple off the main plant itself starts to die off. And yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was reading a message. But yeah, the main plant would die off, and then it'll start getting these little side shoots and sprouts off the side of it. It can sprout like several of them easily, at least 3, sometimes 4, sometimes. Sometimes it only sprout, like 1, 2, and often down near the base of the plant, which is a plus because that saves you a lot of time for messing around with it. Because once they start popping up, they can grow pretty quick in a short period of time at first, and then Then after a while, I'd say within a couple year period, it's like at least I'd say 2 or 3 years. It can be up to 3 years from when you start growing them. I mean, if you're starting from seed or a cutting, that's a little different. Yeah, seeds or cuttings a little different because I mean, if you started from a cutting, then yeah, that's going to take a while because you got to wait for it to actually get the roots going and everything else like that. I mean, if you can have the right setup, you can get it to actually root pretty good. It's almost similar. It's like just like cloning, you know. You just got to get that going, and once you can get that those roots going, then you're off to your start. But you got to be 100% certain you got the roots going pretty good, especially when it comes to pineapple. Now, now, and then, yeah. But I mean, there are very different variations of pineapple. There's a lot of different kinds. There's some that get, you know, larger fruits, like the ones you may see in stores, maybe a little bit larger. There's some of them that just come the size of a softball or baseball. More like softball size, but yeah, those are mini pineapples, plants. There's a lot of different varieties of them. But, yeah, they can be grown inside, no doubt. What's up? What's up? What's up, Garcia's Pepper Farm? Yeah, we was just talking about pineapples or pineapple plants. Rob Z, actually, this plant, well, the original plant, a number of years ago, and how was my sister had gotten from my mom in a little planter that was probably about like so big, maybe. I mean, it was just a small little tiny planter, and I mean, it wasn't a very big plant at all. Literally not that big of a plant. I would say, ooh, let me see. I'll try to think of something in comparison. Um, Shoot. Here, let me get right here. See, the planter was smaller than this little cup of a planter, which is probably, you know, about that big. It was definitely about. I would say it was smaller than that. So it was easily smaller than that, and so and but it's one of those things that just. And I wasn't sure if it was going to last too well trying to grow it from like that, and next thing I know, after I planted it, it started getting a couple side shoots, and hey man, I can grow pineapple plants here, and I'm living in the Midwest, so I mean, but I don't keep it outside when it gets super cold. Like you just got to if you don't want to put it in the ground, I would suggest getting a big planter. Uh, I would say at least 15 gallon or some container, just to be sure. I mean, you could go about 10, but I would say just a bigger planter, the better. Um, but yeah, in regards to that, you get them in a container. That way you can move it around as needed. Say like on those really super cold nights, like it can handle some nights in the 40s. Some nights, I wouldn't let it get too much lower than the mid 40s, and then yeah, you could actually just like Freaky Geek, a bigger planter on some wheels. Just get those little wheels that can lock. You can get them at stores. But yeah, or you get those little, yeah, you can, it's just, they're not that hard to grow actually. I mean, once you get them going, they pretty much almost grow themselves in a fashion. You just gotta have nice soil in it, and then you can just do it from there. I mean, I wouldn't. Honestly, you do not have to go with some super high premium soil. Just something that's got some decent, so that's got some you can use some kind of good potting soil and something that can, drain, be well drained. I mean, doesn't, I mean, let's see. You can use a number of different kinds of soils with it. I mean, I would not suggest something that's going to be some heavy, heavy soil. I mean, you can use something that's nice and, that drains rather well, but it just really is up to you. And I mean, I'm suggesting that if you're worried about possible cold weather getting to it, then I would go to a method where you can move it. That's why I'm saying planter or something, a big container that you can move it. If you got to put wheels on the bottom of it, then so be it. But in a way where you can, take it, like, say if it's some weather that's so bad that you're going to have to, it gets down so low that you're going to have to bring it inside or put it in some kind of shelter until, you know, until the meantime. Like with the pineapple plants that I've been bringing inside in the winter, you just got to keep a good light over it, you know, for for a good portion of the day, and then you don't have to have it for like 16, 20 hours light, nothing like that. A good 12 to 14 hours will do it just fine. I would say around 12 to 13. Keep it like more like a equilibrium, like with the environment kind of thing. And now Garcia, it's fine. You're not you're not interrupting me. If you got any questions or anything, that's fine. I don't mind answering questions. But or got any comments, whatever. But yeah, for me, I try to keep the light going. Um, I try to keep the light going at least a minimum of 10 hours. There are some days I've gone a little bit less than that, but for the most part, I'll go roughly at least try to be at least 12 hours. You know, there's even some days I would be like, whoops, and not even turn the light on, But you just gotta be sure, it's kept rather warm. Doesn't have to be 90. As long as it's within. I've seen how it's done, but you have to be very particular um, how you do that, because if you leave any certain parts on there, and if you don't trim the bottom leaves off far enough, because you got to go down far enough and kind of expose some of the cutting in the plant to in a certain manner that if you leave so much of the fruit still on it, then it's gonna start getting all funky and getting all weird, and then it'll start rotting and go bad, which is makes it for more of an annoyance. But yeah, for in general, yeah, it's just not bad to experiment around. I know it can be done. People have done it. I mean, it's just I've tried and I've learned from what not to do when doing the cuttings. I've had some start rooting in that, but then it's just some other things came up and I just wasn't able to keep up with the routine of it. I mean, but the hardest thing is getting them going. That's the main part. And once you get them going, You get the plant going, get it established a bit, then it's not too bad from there. Once you get the plant is going rather nicely, you can actually, be on top of it from there. It's like clear, smooth sailing from there almost. But in general, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So, oh, and another thing, if you guys even want to buy pineapple plants, you can buy them from sellers. I mean, not. I mean, like there are there are sellers that do sell pineapple plants. There's places online. I've seen them, but I have not bought them. Um, like for example, there's even some online stores, like I said. There's some magazines that you can probably get from some of the websites or certain places that do sell pineapple plants. And there are various kinds of pineapple plants to buy online. See, I mean, but there's sometimes some places, some garden centers, some farm stands, some markets every so often that you can actually find some pineapple plants every so often, but that's not going to be all too often. You'll be able to find them, but not everywhere. Now, I just seen a question. What was that? Oh yeah, there was a train passing by here. Yes. I mean, if you guys can order or buy one online, then that'll probably be the easiest route. And but also, if you get a pineapple plant that's ripe enough, that's really ripe in the some of the stores, look for seeds in the pineapples. And the seeds are very, very small, but they can be found. I've found some pineapple seeds, but the ones I've gotten, I end up getting distracted, from doing this and that and the other thing, and then next thing I know, it's like, whoops, I misplaced the seeds. It's like, oh dang it, I don't find them till a while later, and then ends up getting too late for me to even bother trying it. But it is possible. Some people have problems starting the seeds from store bought. Hello. And restarted again. But yeah, that's what this thing has an issue with, is having to restart a lot. Um, but yeah, in regards to anything about pineapples, those are actually fun to grow, easy to take care of for the most part, and uh, yes, and after growing them for a while, it's actually not bad. And when you do get the fruit, they come in rather quickly. You see, what happens is they'll come out from the center of the top of the plant, or the center in the plant, then they'll start growing upwards. They'll start being look like the little knobby guy. Probably about some of them probably look look like they're just extra growth coming out the center of the plant. Then they end up looking like about so big, and then they'll just grow up, and next thing you know, you'll see the leaves that look like the rest of the plant just come right out of the top of it, and as it's growing, it'll just could be like the pineapple I had last year. Just from the top of the pineapple, the leaves were like 3 feet, just off the top of the pineapple, and so yeah, it's just like they look different comparatively to store bought. They look a lot different. I mean, and they do taste different, and it's not bad at all. I mean, once you get them going, so you get one plant. If you get, I would say if you're really looking into it, you can get 2 plants. I mean, if you buy them online somewhere. But I think I may have posted a while back on the Pepper Lovers community. When I had gotten the plant to actually fruit, it was just about a year ago, maybe a little less. Oh, BDB. So I was just mentioning that there are different pineapple varieties. There are quite a few actually. Hey, what's up, Crazy Kimberly? How you doing? Yeah. So in regards to anything like that, yeah, different kinds of pineapple varieties, and there's just a lot of different things going on with the pineapples nowadays. So been a few minutes since I had one of these, so we're enjoying a spicy candy. But now, if y'all are wondering about the different varieties of pineapple, now that was there are different sizes and shapes for them. There's some of them about size of softball, baseball, some bigger, and some of them can have like the pineapple plants can be more, have a little more coloration to them than seeing like they can have a different kind of variation to the green type of leaves. Garcia, the pineapples plants can vary a bit. I mean, because they're different varieties, but they'll have similar aspects to them, but yet be different. Like, yeah, it'll just be like there'll be some similarities, but there'll be differences. But yeah, so basically, with that, I don't know. Like I've seen online, there's just a handful of different varieties to go with. So, it really depends on the vendor. But prices for those plants aren't all that expensive. Once you get one and you get it growing rather well, produces a fruit, starts dying off, then you should get more growing off those plants. It's actually a little different. I didn't realize that until I actually started growing them. Actually, it's not bad to do. Give it a try. Now keep growing them indoor. Growing them. What's up? What do you mean? Do you mean for like? Do you mean for any of the plants in general, or just? Hold up, I got like a little itch going on in my nostril. Yeah. Do you mean like just for any plants, or just for certain select ones? Um, I think they can really depend on the nutrients that you give the plants. So like, and it depends on the plant types. If you give the plants that are more loaded with just nitrogens, then that can be different. But that really depends on the aspect ratio of them. See if you get plants or nutrient levels that are more equal, or some of them that are, it just really depends on the situation, honestly. Some are just a little different. I mean, to be honest, like with like with the pineapple, I didn't really stop doing that too much. Um, but in regards to growing inside, pineapple is actually not that bad to grow inside. It's actually pretty easy. You just got to keep it warm, water every so often, give it some nutrients here and there, and give it some light. Pretty much. That's a simple way of saying it. But yeah. Um, Other plants inside. I mean, outside, yeah, I still keep up with feeding them and that. Inside, they operate a little differently than versus outside. So, you just gotta, make some adjustments. All right. Any questions, people? Comments? I'm down for you know, answer any questions or got anything you want to talk about. Um, oh yeah, it's still cold up here, man. It's gonna be cold up here for probably the next couple months. So, so yeah. It just snowed today, so I mean that's a sign. Hold up there, people. Shoot. Oh dang, people. How can I do this? Alright. Hmm. Alright, people. Let's see. Here in Ontario. Yeah. Yeah, I can relate to you on there, Rob Z. Or Rob Top Jeff. Um, hey, Ontario, you're going into, you know, you're warming up over there, getting subtropical. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the kind of weather I would like him for to be around here. But what can I do? I live in the Midwest, you know. It's kind of similar to what you guys are dealing with. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, Rob Bloomberg, I got your message. I'm just trying to check something out here. Going to indoor ice cream ring. Oh man. That's funny. Alright. Alrighty, people. Let's see. Alright. No. Store freezers aren't the same as being in like here in the Midwest in the winter. No. And there's times where I'd rather be standing in a freezer for a while than dealing with the snow and everything else that comes with it. Honestly. I mean, that's just, I can see what you're saying, what you guys are getting at, but it's a bit different. Oh, man. That's a good one. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta be careful, especially watching them digits. I mean, you gotta have them, especially watch your, watch that. Let's see. Alrighty, here, people. I haven't really got much plans on that right now, guy. I mean, honestly. I don't have any plans on that yet. No, the plans of pepper harvest, I haven't really planned that out yet, man. I mean, I'm just going with the way what the environment takes me in on it. Don't fight the environment. Oh, hey, what's up, Rev? How's it going? Let me see. Oh man, good one, Rob Z. Uh, yeah, man. Oh boy. Oh, oh man. All right. All right, you guys. What kind of peppers you guys looking to get on with this year? I mean, I don't know. I just got some varieties I'm trying out. There's a couple different ones. So I mean, further along my crosses and stuff, such. So that's why one of the things I got in mind. Yeah, I'm growing a couple ahi types this year. Um, I mean, I'm going with the ahi rainforest and sugar rush. I've been growing sugar rush for the past few years. Couple years past the, I mean, past couple seasons here and there, I've had ahi rainforest too. But I mean, I don't really do too many ahis. I tried the ahi. Hold up, just trying to get this to kind of focus. But yeah, um, for the most part, I just do. I've done a hot lemon before, but that's just that's just the way it goes on that. I mean, I just don't really do a whole lot of ahis. I mean, there's nothing wrong with ahis at all. I mean, I just gotta figure out, what I'm going to be doing with some of my crosses. But there's certain ones that I really want to grow out. I really got a really mean one last year, or started one mean one last year. That guy was hot. So yeah, but yeah, Hmm. Yeah, sorry, it's getting a little quiet. Let's see. I'm looking up, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just kind of looking up something about invites or anything like that. About possibly inviting somebody on the stream. Sugar Rush is a good one, no doubt. Yeah. Alrighty, people. Doesn't look like this is making this available for me to do it. Oh, hey Rob Z, I'll get you this summer, alright? With the Sugar Rush, I'll send you a few of those, alright? I'm sure you'll like the way those come out. Because those Sugar Rush are definitely not bad. Let me see. Hmm. Yeah, the Sugar Rush plants can get pretty big. They get real bushy too. I wouldn't suggest topping them. I mean, not unless you wanted them to stay short. But they are rather nice. I mean, in regards to, in regards to anything, they produce really well, and they do get bushy and tall. I've heard plants they can get up to 10 feet tall almost. I mean, depending on the situation and how you're growing it, or what manner you're wanting to grow it. Yeah, yeah, there's just different things going on with those ones. Shoot. All right, people. Um, yeah. Oopsie. And then let's see. Sorry, I'm just jotting a couple notes down. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Actually, yeah, Rev. That's what I was also thinking about is about how long they do take to ripen. The ahis do take a while to ripen for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. But that's the way they are. Hmm. Hey there. Uh-huh. Yep. Yes, sirree. Alright, people. Let's see. Wait, BD, did I wait, hold up, BD. Yeah, Garcia, we were talking about that. Um Hey BD, did you get the seeds yet? I know I just sent them recently, but yeah, I'm just trying to think. I've been sending seeds out left and right. Um, I forgot, BD. Did I include some of the some sugar rush in there for you? All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. The reason why I asked is because I kind of forgot whether or not I put some in there for you. That's why I was, all right, people. I think I might, what's this? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll see about how this. I'll know more about how this year will turn up with the gardening and everything once we get going. If I can get going pretty good. All right, guys. Um, let's see. Hey, I mean, if you do BD, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that would be rather nice if it was actually doing that over here, man. Uh, 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 uh. Dang it, y'all. Oh. Alright, I gotta figure out a way to get this invite thing going. Yeah, the season here isn't very lengthy. Which is unfortunate for me. Because I gotta try to get all my stuff going in a certain time period. Which is very unfortunate. Let's see. Oh, man. Well, let's... Alright, guys. Any questions or anything, comments right now? Well, whilst, you know. No, I had a couple things going on last year, but I could have. I felt it should have been a lot better. I mean, at least in my regards. At least I felt they should have been in regards to what I had going. Yeah. All right, people. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here. Just trying to look over some of my stuff on my channel. Um, I just want to thank everybody that's on here right now, and that's been on here. And everybody that's hit the like button. I appreciate it. And if you're subbing my channel, I appreciate that too. And yeah, and I appreciate you guys being on this live stream right now. And for all the things you're doing for it, being here, chat with me, it's greatly appreciated. A lot of appreciation going around here. But yeah, so it's just I'm looking forward to the way the weather start turning off with better, and get some plants actually going. And yeah, thumbs up to you guys too. And yeah, it's just, oh man, I'm just looking for the stuff to go good. I enjoy spending these live streams with you guys as well. It's fun. I like talking to you guys about you know peppers, gardening, whatever we talk about. You guys are open to bring up subjects to talk about with me too. So I appreciate it either way. From you know you you guys spending your time with me on here too. So yeah. Whew. Now, um, I'm looking to try to get this whole thing, invite thing with the bringing maybe doing some invites out to the panel live streams, seeing how this is gonna work out. But um, might have to figure out something to get that going. So um, but if any of you guys are watching or anything, and you got any suggestions to kind of work that log smoother, message me on Hangouts or something, alright? I mean, anyway, if somebody was willing to help, and I was, be willing to have people around join in. And all these times, or some of these times, me and Rob Blumberg were even talking about it. Uh, and we are talking about doing a multi-person Hangouts video. And so, yeah, if you guys figure out that little thing about the invites or whatever onto the live stream panels, go ahead and hit me up on that. Alright? And on Hangouts. And there's also me and Blumberg were talking that, doing a multi-person chat. So we can probably do up to 10 people at the same time. It might not be exactly on the live stream itself, but it'll probably be similar aspect. So if you guys can do something like that, yeah. No, I mean, if you can talk to some people about some of the stuff, then yeah, it's a little different when you're doing via mobile devices, alright, man. But I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes and see what you guys can figure out. If you can, I'm not telling you to do that, but if you hear or happen by something, just leave a message, something. But it's a thought. But yeah, I'm just so. I mean, this is how I'm responding to you guys right now. So, but I think I might have a solution that can help it out. But if you guys can figure out something, got something in mind, like I said, message me. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to, it sounds like it'll be a good old time to do something like that. I mean, but I think I might have something figured out in regards to that, or might have an idea. But yeah, and also like I was saying, there's going to be like me and Lumberg, like I said, even talked about another thing. Uh, yeah, yeah, like that. It'll be more of a mellow hangout kind of thing on Hangouts, and different from separate. It'll be a little separate from live streams. It'll be like up to 10 people live hangout chat. So if you guys are ever interested in that, hit me and Blumberg up, me or Blumberg, and then we can set something up. You know, if you guys even think about it, we could set something up in the next so many days or even the next week or even sooner, depending on what you guys are up to. So, you know, just be sure you get on there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing around. Uh, but yeah, just be sure if you guys want to do that, you know, get in the loop with one of us or something like that, and then we can, you know, figure something out. All right? I mean, we can talk, chit chat, whatever. You know, joke around, hang out. I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad thing to do. Oh, it's getting a little out of focus. There it goes. All right. Well, yeah, let's get after 11 here. Um, we're gonna have to hop off here rather soon. Yeah, I'm always down for a tube, Rob, if I'm not busy either. But yeah, guys. Let's see. Let's get this going. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey now, stop glitching on me here. Hey now, stop flipping around. You little goofball. Alright, hey, hey. Oh, sorry guys. This thing's acting up on me. Oh, hey Garcia, the live hangouts and the hangout thing, that thing will be whatever we decide, man. I mean, it's really up to whoever wants to be in on it. I mean, to me, I'd like it to be at a decent time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody would like to be at a decent time where it's not too late. I mean, because I know people gotta, go to bed now. I mean, however you want to do it, I'm cool with it. Cool. Cool, man. It's cool. I'll be down to check out your update. Alright, let's see. All right, hey guys. If whoever wants to take part in that group chill live chat or that group hangout thing, uh, be sure to hit me a Lumberger up or Blumberger up, and then we can take it from there. At times, at any times when we decide. So it's all set up to whoever's going to want to take part in it. So, and what's cool about that hangout thing is if we don't have all the 10 people in it at the time we started, we can always shoot an invite to another person as we're going along with it. And then we gotta be sure and then see it and let them know they get the invite. So, that'll be a plus side about it. So, just, it's communication on that. I'll be down for it if you get down for it, and if you're down for it, I'm down for it. Alright? And be sure to hit up Rob Lumberg and anybody else in here. Hit up BD Beats. Then people check out Garcia's Pepper Farm. And whoever else is in the chat, speak up so I can mention your name. Oh, hey, what's up, Rob Z? Now you want to speak up there, guy? Yeah, Rob, if you want to come in and join in on that group hangouts thing, that we're going to be, me and Robert, the other Robert, setting up or talking about, then, be sure to get with us about it. It's going to be something a little separate. Alright? Now, this one's going to be a little different. This one's going to be kind of a little separate from the main thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to be a little different than that. This one's going to be like, just the guy, just the people, pepper people, and just hanging out kind of thing. So, we're just trying to talk about setting up an upwards of 10 people getting together, just hanging out. That's all it's going, that's what it's more like. So, it's going to be more casual. Alright? There you go, bring some jerky. I'll bring the candies. I got the dessert. Now, alright, yeah, just anybody in here, if you guys can, show some support for each other while you can if you want. It's up to you, no pressure, just, you know. But, yeah, because we're all peoples in here, we get along, we're down for each other, so we're spicy food lovers. But, alright, um, as we were saying, just go ahead, and if anybody, yeah, go ahead and check out Bumberg's channel, Google Plus. He likes to go fishing and all that. But yeah, so and then yeah, be sure you guys, you know, keep this in mind. But yeah, I don't know, like a lot of things with what I like to do is like I've been like doing most of a lot of things with regards to peppers and that, but yeah, it's just when the weather can be fair enough, I'll be outside, cooking up some stuff, being out and about. But lately, I haven't been able to be outside doing that, unfortunately. All right, here we go with that out of focusness. All right. But all right, people. Um, well, as a reminder, I'll be recording a video of me separating that little gourd plant thing from the mint, if possible. If it doesn't turn out too well, then I'm not sure if I'll see how the video goes. But so. All right. Uh. Nah. I don't know. It's been so long since I've been actually fishing. I mean, I'm familiar with fishing and all that, but all that stuff. But it's been so long. But alright, guys. If any of you guys, like I was saying, hit up Blumberg or hit up me if you guys want to do the hang out and chill kind of thing. Alright. Fishing can be okay, but you just gotta keep your mind preoccupied because then it just can get a little. Alright, guys. I'm going to get ready to. Uh, I'm going to get ready to. Call it night. Call it a night, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, my bad on that message. Alright, guys. May the rest of your Saturday night be well, what's left of it, and have a good one. And everybody, peace out. Have a good one. And yeah, hope you all were well and to have had some kind of fun. And talk to you guys soon. Hopefully, I can see some of y'all in that group hangout thing I was talking about, or then Plumberg was too. And then yeah, if you guys want to say peace out to each other, go ahead. You got about a couple minutes to do that before I end the stream. All right. All right, guys. Yeah. I was even been on this live stream a little longer than I expected, so. Okay. May everybody start their season well. And oh, what's up, Cal? Oh man. Hey, everybody's Cal. And I'm like, oh, having a love stream? No, this is a live stream. But all right, guys. All right, guys. Oh man, but all right. I'll go ahead and I'll be talking to a lot of y'all later, or not. I mean, soon on the Hangouts, and maybe we could. I'll see a lot of you guys in the group Hangout thing that we're going. Me and Blumberg and we're mentioning. So, it'd be nice to see some of you guys face to face. All right, but well, it's about that time, you guys. Want to go ahead? Peace out. Remember, everybody, keep it spicy. Have a good one. Be good to each other. Be well. Alright? Stay positive. Good things. Good things. And I'll go ahead and chat at you guys later, alright? And guess what? Keep it spicy again. Like I've said before. I said that plenty of times. Hashtag keep it spicy. Peace out. And later.